Mark Wilson had learned how to survive silence. Since his wife passed away 3 years ago, it was just him and his 6-year-old daughter Lily in a small town outside Columbus, Ohio. Mornings were rushed lunches packed. Evenings were cartoons and homework. Nights were quiet point. One Saturday afternoon, Mark took Lily to a local community fair. Face painting booths, food trucks, kids laughing everywhere. Lily ran ahead, her ponytail bouncing, while Mark followed with tired but loving eyes. That was when it happened. Lily stopped suddenly near a lemonade stand and stared at a woman waiting in line. The woman had kind eyes, messy brown hair, and a small butterfly tattoo on her wrist. Lily tugged Mark's hand and whispered, "Daddy." "Her tattoo matches yours." Mark froze. His heart skipped so hard it felt painful. He slowly looked down at his own wrist. A butterfly tattoo. Same shape, same place. His wife Emily had that exact tattoo. They had gotten them together when they were young and broke, promising forever. Emily had died during Lily's birth, or at least that was what Mark had been told at the hospital. Mark tried to smile and brushed it off. "Lots of people have butterfly tattoos, sweetheart," but Lily wouldn't let go. "No, Daddy, it's the same one. Mommy had that." The woman turned, hearing the word mommy. Their eyes met. For a split second, her face went pale. She dropped her lemonade. Mark felt the ground shift beneath him. His chest tightened. This wasn't coincidence. Something was wrong. Something buried deep was trying to surface. The fair noises faded as the woman stared at Lily with tears filling her eyes, whispering a name only Mark recognized. Lily. And in that moment, Mark knew his life was about to change forever. Mark stepped back instinctively, pulling Lily close. "Do you know my daughter?" he asked, his voice shaking despite his effort to stay calm. The woman's hands trembled. I don't know how to explain this here," she said softly. Glancing around, "My name is Emily." Mark's world stopped. "That's not possible," he said. "My wife Emily died 6 years ago." Tears rolled down the woman's face. "They told you that because they had to," she explained in broken sentences. Complications during childbirth. Emergency surgery. Emily fell into a coma. The hospital made a decision Mark was never told about. Emily was transferred to a long-term care facility in another state under a different legal guardian, her estranged mother. By the time Emily woke up months later, Mark and Lily were gone. Records sealed. Phone numbers changed. Her mother had moved her again, ashamed, afraid, controlling. "I searched for you for years," Emily said. "I finally escaped last year and moved here for work. I never thought I'd see Lily again." Lily looked up at her with wide, innocent eyes. "You sound like my mommy." Mark felt anger, grief, confusion all crashing together. Years of pain. Nights crying alone. Lily growing without her mother. "Why didn't you come sooner?" Mark asked, his voice breaking. Emily fell to her knees in front of Lily. "I was trapped, but I never stopped loving you both." The truth hit Mark like a wave. The loss he mourned was built on lies, and the family he thought was broken forever was standing right in front of him. They sat on a park bench away from the fair. Lily played quietly between them, holding both of their hands like she always belonged there. Mark finally spoke, his voice low and tired. "I taught her how to ride a bike alone. I held her every time she cried for you. I buried you in my heart." Emily listened without interrupting, tears soaking her jacket. "You did everything right," she whispered. "I'm so proud of you." That sentence broke him. For the first time in years, Mark let himself cry. Not as a strong single dad, not as a survivor, just as a man who had loved deeply and lost unfairly. Emily reached for his hand slowly, giving him time. "I don't want to destroy your life. I just want to be part of hers." Lily looked up, confused but smiling. "Can Mommy come home with us?" Mark looked at his daughter. Her happiness had always guided his choices. He realized this moment wasn't about pain anymore. It was about healing. "We'll take this slow," Mark said firmly but kindly for Lily. Emily nodded. Whatever it takes. Over the following weeks, Emily attended therapy. Lawyers uncovered the truth. The hospital apologized. Her mother was held accountable. But the biggest change wasn't legal. It was emotional. Lily laughed louder, slept better, drew pictures of butterflies holding hands. And Mark learned something powerful. Kindness doesn't erase pain, but it gives pain a place to rest. 1 year later, the three of them stood in the same park. Lily ran ahead again, this time turning back to make sure both her parents were watching. Emily and Mark stood side by side, not rushing, not forcing labels, just rebuilding with patience and honesty. Life wasn't perfect. They were still healing, still learning. But their home was full again. Lily climbed onto a bench and shouted, "Mommy, Daddy, look." She showed them a drawing point, 3 butterflies, same wings, different colors. Mark smiled and felt peace for the first time in years that he realized that kindness had shown up in the most unexpected way. Through a child's honesty, through a stranger's courage, through truth finally being spoken. Emily squeezed his hand. "Thank you for keeping her safe," Mark replied. "Thank you for finding your way back. Sometimes life breaks us with lies. Sometimes it heals us with truth. This story reminds us that kindness means listening, even when the truth hurts. It means choosing compassion over anger. It means giving second chances when hearts are sincere. Because families aren't just built by time. They're rebuilt by love, forgiveness, and humanity. And sometimes, a small tattoo on a wrist is enough to bring a broken family back together.